Let me make sure everything is set up before we begin. How is everybody doing today? How is everybody doing today? All right, we're good to go on YouTube. We should be good to go on Twitch. All right, what's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? It's your boy BeatSplash, back again with another banger of a stream, and today we're going to be playing Arena Direct Sealed Modern Horizons 3. So today we're going to be playing this event right here, Arena Direct Sealed Modern Horizons 3. This is a sealed event, so you start off with 6 boosters, construct a deck out of those boosters, and go against other people. And if you reach 6 wins before reaching 2 losses in best of 1 matches, then you will receive a Modern Horizons 2, then you will receive a sealed Modern Horizons 3 play booster box mailed to you, and you can get these boxes unlimited times. And currently a Modern Horizons 3 play booster box is going for a little bit over $250 at the time of this recording on TCG Player. So if you were able to perform very well and you feel like your skills are very, very high, then this event can be very, very worth it for you. Then this event can be very, very worth it for you. But if you are a newer player, it is definitely not recommended because it is a steep entry price, and if you get anything less than 4 wins, you just get nothing, and these entries cost around $25 each. But if you are able to get the box, you essentially have 8 tries to do this. And still make a profit by selling the box, and you can get an unlimited number of those. So I'm going to try to do as many of these before the time ends for the event, but it unfortunately ends in 14 hours, and I have something to do a little bit later, so I'm not sure how many of these we will be able to get in, but we are going to try our best. One other thing I wanted to touch on is the fact that this sealed is a little bit different than past sealeds I have played in, and I experienced this firsthand in the Arena Open, and that is because we are now using the play booster box, which really did not affect draft that much, but put a high weight on the difference, and in my opinion, a higher level of variance in sealed, because essentially there used to be draft boosters, and before that it was just the same booster, which is for draft forever, and they tried to overcomplicate things by making all these stupid different boosters for no fucking reason because they're just money hungry. But now we're on the play boosters, and essentially what that means is there are now less cards that are from the common rarity in each pack, and also you can get up to, I think, 4 or 5 rares potentially in each pack. Although it is a very, very low likelihood for that to happen, it does mean that some people will open their sealed packs and they will receive, anywhere from 11 to 13 rares, while someone else may open only 6 rares, and that is a huge disadvantage for the player who only opens the minimum rares possible, because then it's even lower likelihood that you will get strong playable rares or mythics. And one thing I will say about this set is, for the most part, the average rare or mythic is not really a game ender or a bomb. There's a big difference than in the small class of game-winning or game-ending rares in this set versus the other ones, which are either just playable or just straight up ass. And I'm just going to say it. But there's also the other aspect of which, since there are less commons in each pack, I've had some sealeds where every single color was just equally, very, very light on everything, and there were basically no good options for me to build a deck. And so I do know that is a possibility as well. But on the other side of the coin, I did have a very, very exceptional sealed in my first Arena Open try, and that is up on the YouTube channel, so make sure to go check that out if you already have not. But we are about to hop into this and see if we can test our luck and win a Modern Horizon 3 Play Booster Box for the content, baby. Let's go. All right, Big Gamba in the chat. I need a Fury, I need a Grief, I need a Solitude, and I need to pull a copy of Up the Beanstalk out of my ass because that card is not in this pack. But also, I will take 4 Writhing Chrysalis. Let's go. Okay, so we ended up with 8 rares. We have a Emrakul, the World Anew, a very strong card if you can actually summon it. Ulamog the Defiler, another very strong card if you can summon it. Well, we have an Ugin's Labyrinth, which can summon both of those. So these 3 cards work very, very nicely together, as well as the Devourer of Destiny. It is very possible that if our Eldrazi colors are fruitful, that we could be playing all 4 of these cards in the same deck. Stormdrake is actually a really strong one. Stormdrake is actually a really strong one as well. Lelia is good, but I am yet to ever get to play with it in a deck, and Emperor of Bones is definitely a bomb with the right cards. Kappa Cannoneer is a card that's actually pretty decent. It's just not good in a blue deck. I actually use this card in a red-black artifact deck that I will have that video up on the channel most likely this next week. This card was a great splash in that deck with all the artifacts, but it was the only blue card I was playing. So let's go ahead and see what our colors have to offer, and hopefully the Eldrazi gods are bountiful to us. Is there a better way I can look at this? Okay, here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and look at our white here. We have an Indebted Spirit. We have 2 Doggumbra. That's nice. Unicorn is playable. Reliquary is good if we have the right deck for it. Oh, we have 2 of those. Nice. We have a Zealot. We have an Ajani Fells, the Goldsire. We have Obstinate Gargoyle, which is okay. Gnawmaster is okay. 2 Conduit Goblin, and as well a Scurry of Gremlins. That's very nice. Also 2 Watchdogs. So white is definitely a potential avenue that we could venture into, assuming that red-white is a very, very strong combination just based off of the gold cards we've got. This card has really just stolen me so many games based off its impact solely, and because it is best of 1, I am very inclined to do that. But what I will say about these sealed events is, in my opinion, it really feels like more often than not, if your green is playable, you would prefer to go Eldrazi, just because if your opponent is not on Eldrazi and it goes into the late game, regardless of how good your Eldrazi deck is, you probably just beat that person every time. And it's asking a lot to say that you're going to be able to consistently curve out and kill someone by turn 5 in this format, while also being in the sealed and not draft format. So let's go ahead and take a look at our blue here. Okay, blue looks very, very light. There are 2 Sages, which is a decent Eldrazi card, along with a Voidcraw, Stormdrake, Defiler. There's 2 Meddler, which is fine. 3 Unfathomable Troops, that's like okay. Okay, blue seems good, but it seems very light. Let's take a look at black here. All right, there is a Marauder, Emperor of Bones, Insight, 3 Wither and Bloom, 1 of black's strongest removal, Refurbished Familiar, Gargoyle, Gnawmaster. And that seems pretty good. Okay, black seems pretty decent as well, just a little bit light. Let's look at our red here. Okay, so we've got a Reiterating Bolt, 2 Charge Bug, Amulet, Void Pouncer, Ghostfire Slice, Glimpse, Lelia, Skoa, 1 Writhing Chrysalis. Okay, so red also seems decent. Hopefully our green is strong so that we can use our Eldrazi bombs, and hopefully we have some good ramping mechanisms like some Malevolent Rumbles, because our Eldrazi package in the colorless just seems really, really strong. All right, so taking a look at our green here, it looks pretty light. We have a Brood Scale. We have 2 Dryads. We have a Resistance that's good. 2 Propagator Drone that's actually really nice. Evolution Witness. Aberration's just good. Altasaur's good. Hydra's good. Battle Mage is good. Okay, so our Eldrazi seems pretty decent. I mean, we do have 2 Dryad for the ramp. Although we did not end up with any Rumble, that might be okay. Let's take a look at what an Eldrazi deck might look like. And also, look at the colorless cards. Okay, so we have the Emrakul, the Ulamog, a Breaker, a Devourer. We actually got 2 Glaring Feshdraker, and the Worn Powerstone probably plays. Worn Powerstone is actually a really good card. It's just a little bit slow, but in a deck like this, it probably definitely works. This is actually the most big Eldrazi's I've ever seen, even in a draft. Well, let's take a look at the lands here. So we have our Ugin's Labyrinth. We have a red-white. We have a red-green. And a black-white. Okay, the lands are really, really bad. So this is actually going to be a really suspect draft just because lands are so important. And I don't think... Did we get a single MDFC? We got 1 MDFC. Wow, this is going to be really, really tough here. Okay, let me go ahead and swap this around. This looks like a really, really good pool, but it seems very, very weird in terms of the lands, and our red-white seems decent as well. Let me go ahead and switch this over. Okay, well, I guess let's start with our green here. So we're going to go Brood Scale, 2 Dryad, that goes, that goes, that goes, that goes, that goes. So we have 10 green cards, which is okay. I mean, the Battle Mage I'm definitely playing. Although I don't have the most colorless sources, I have ways to generate tokens. See if we play that. Probably play that too. I don't have any removal in green. I have none of the fight spells, which really sucks. Is our red better than our blue? So our blue has these guys that ramp us to our big boys. It also has 2 Meddler and 1 Defiler, which seems like pretty decent. But our dual land is for red-green, though. And green seems like a primary color for sure because we have the fixing from the Dryad and we have the drones. Red seems okay. Red gives us glimpse. But blue gives us interaction because our deck is just low interaction in general, which seems really suspect. I mean, I guess red gives us bolt and it gives us Ghostfire Slice. I mean, I guess we can see what red offers. Let me look at these rares because I haven't really played with these. I actually want to see what are the good colorless cards. Okay, so Emrakul is good. I don't really have any ways to discard it, though. Still seems like just a legitimately strong card. And then Ulamog the Defiler also seems like okay, but it feels kind of weird having this many big boys. This guy costs 10. This guy costs 12. It is definitely possible. And I mean, we have 2 Dryad. We have a lot of big things. I don't know that we actually want to play Ulamog and Emrakul, but I guess I can throw it in there for now. Could also just play this. It just seems like a lot of big guys. Well, blue gives us ramp. Blue gives us 2 Sage, which seems very, very strong in a deck like this. We also get 2 Meddler. We also get a Defiler, which both seem very strong. We also get a Void Crawl, which seems good in this archetype. And unfortunately, I don't have like the best mechanisms to actually splash. So I probably play the Storm Drake. I probably play one of these, and maybe I do that. That's tough. I'm legitimately thinking about putting one of these in just because it ramps us. You know what? I want to take a look at what red-white looks like. Yeah, let's take a look at what red-white looks like for sure. Let me go ahead and pull up Sealed Deck Tech here. I want to see what it looks like on Sealed Deck Tech. Because it'll be easier for me to evaluate all these cards. Because this is like kind of a complicated pool to mess with. Because it seems like really good. Suggest lands. Okay. Add to decks. Go over to the decks here. Export. Paste deck. Let me go ahead and switch over to my other overlay. Okay, let's take a look at it in Sealed Deck Tech. And if anybody has any suggestions on what you think would be better, make sure to let me know for sure. We'll just move the chat over here. Okay, we should be good to go here. All right, well, let's show by win rate. Sealed, I guess. Show card ratings. Clear deck. This definitely seems like a good pool. I think this is a very winnable pool. I just don't know how consistent it's going to be. Sort by rating. Okay, so our most powerful cards are Emrakul, Depth Defiler, Battle Mage. I don't know if I have the ramp to get to it. Our black is very good too. So green has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 good playables. Blue has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are playable. So what if we go for like a red-white deck here? Let me close Arena real quick. Because I want this to take up the full screen. Okay. So what if we want to go red-white? So I play Johnny, I play Dog Umbra, I play that, I play Zealot, I play Indebted Spirits, Unicorn, Essence Reliquary, probably. Probably that works. Those are going in for sure. That goes in for sure. And then our gold cards, we have 2 Conduit Goblin, which seems really good. And then we also have a Scurry of Gremlins. Are there any colorless cards we want to play? Not really. So we have a decent amount of energy cards. Actually, I don't really want to play Void Pouncer. It seems like a bad deck for that. And what are my lands for? I ended up with a small amount of lands, I'll say that. So I have a red-white land, I have a blue-white land, and then I have a red-green-black land. Yeah, I mean, red-white looks okay. The issue is, it just feels like we're a little bit light on playables, like we just got cut short. I'm probably not wanting to play, like... I guess I have no MDFCs. I only have 12 creatures in this deck, but we are playing Gremlins, and we are playing a Johnny, which seems respectable. I kind of feel like this just isn't as good as our green deck. Our black seems okay as like a splash. Black has Emperor of Bones with 3 Wither and Bloom, which just seems goated. I just ended up with a weird amount of lands, which is really sus. Let's definitely put Dryad in. We definitely play green. Green seems like it's the deepest, which is really good. Because green is arguably, not even arguably, it's just the best color, let's be real. But we just have low amounts of interaction, which is really suspect. I could play this card just because of the amount of big things that we have. How likely are we to get to 12 mana? That is a question. If I had a Path of Annihilation, then this would be very easy. I mean, I definitely play that. I definitely play Meddlers. Do I play Brain Surge? We don't have that many fetches. We literally have one green-red fetch. So maybe we're just playing green-red with a suspect mana base. I mean, green-blue with a suspect mana base to splash Chrysalis. I'm definitely playing that. I have a lot of colorless cards, which is good. What does Glaring Fleshraker do again? When you cast a colorless spell, you get a 0/1 Eldrazi token. I mean, I have a decent amount of colorless spells in general. That's probably just worth it. It increases our opportunity to actually just, like, make things. Although I only have 2 lands, which is just really sus. Is this a Brain Surge deck? I don't think I have enough, like, lands to really justify a Brain Surge. I think this is tough. This is really tough. I mean, we play this Warden Power Stone probably. Just because it makes colorless mana. It's kind of slow, but... Let me look at the win rate of Emrakul, because I don't know really how good that card is. We have ways to make tokens, but I don't know how realistic it is to get to this. Like, it is a win condition. Emrakul is pretty high win rate. Seems kind of greedy to put an Emrakul and a Ulamog into the same deck. This card seems good though. That's only touching blue. That's just so ass. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm playing Stormdrake. Oh wait, no. Maybe I'm not playing Stormdrake? What is the worst card in this deck? I mean, probably Sage, but I have, like, enough colorless cards to really justify that. I definitely have enough colorless cards to justify Sage. The thing about Stormdrake is, I don't really have much interaction. I don't even have, like, an unfathomable, I don't even have the 3-mana blue spell that just, like, boinks somebody. And we don't even have any combat tricks. This deck has 22 creatures? Holy shit, like, I'm just all creatures. Is that bad? Maybe that is bad, I don't know. I mean, it makes that guy good, I guess. Is this deck better than the red-white deck? I don't really know. Our mana base is just so ass. Is it greedy that I'm playing this Emrakul? I mean, it's a win con, and we need a win con. What happens if we play a red base? How many blue cards am I playing? Six blue cards? Are 6 red cards better than the 6 blue cards we have? I think these guys are probably pretty important because we have a lot of guys who tap for colorless and we don't have a good mana base. And I think I'm probably just going to end up cutting this Volatile Stormdrake. I understand it's a good card, but at the same time, like, I have too many creatures and I don't have any way to, like, out this. Like, I give them a 3-2 in the air, and then I have, like, a couple of things that have reach, but they're mostly late game. What happens if I go red instead of blue? I lose out on, like, a good amount of, like, late game potential. And then I add in a Ghostfire Slice, which is a piece of removal. I add in this guy, which is just good. That card's just good. This card's just okay. This card's just okay. I like this guy because he's cycling. Yeah, this is tough. I mean, this gives us a couple, like, pieces of interaction, I guess. Let me think about this. I like this card. That gives us 3 mana, which seems really good. But I'm losing out on Meddler. I'm losing out on Defiler. Meddler. So the cards I was playing were... I'm losing out on the Sages, which just seems really good in our deck. Also, this kicks for a blue. Kicking for the blue with that is pretty good because we need interaction. Meddlers seem pretty important. This card just seems very important too. I think I'd rather have this guy than I would rather have the Breaker. And I mean, we still have 3 colorless plus things, which makes this Ugin's Labyrinth really good. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. I think this is slightly better than the red because the ramp, the colorless symbols from this Sage guy just seems very important. $12.61, okay. I probably don't play another colorless landscape. It's probably just not worth it. I'm playing 6 blue lands for 6 blue cards. I would rather have a guaranteed 9 green sources, to be honest. And I'm always playing the Chrysalis. Like, that card's just good at any point in the game. Yeah, this seems good. Alright, this seems legit here. Add in our blue cards. We need that guy. Well, this is just a standard ramp deck with no interaction. Am I playing something that I shouldn't? No, everything looks good to me. I need to cut one card. What card am I playing that I wasn't? Oh, I didn't have the Snapping Voidcraw in. With that being said, what am I cutting here? Maybe I'm cutting this, but this card's just so good. What is the weakest card in our deck? I guess you could say the weakest card in our deck is Worn Power Stone, but I feel like it's somewhat important to being able to play these cards. How many colorless spells do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, this card is just too good. I'm not cutting that. Maybe it is just Warped Husker. I feel like 3 7 drops, though, is just really, really good. This is tough. Okay, let me add my lanes in. Red, green, playing that. 8 green, 1 red for the Chrysalis, and then 6 blue. Maybe it's just a blue card. I don't know. I think this card's pretty important. Is that better or worse than Worn Power Stone? Maybe it is just this. 21 creatures, bro. Holy shit, so many creatures. It could be this guy. I don't know. Since I don't have that many blue sources, 2 of that guy might not be that good. But it's just so good because it gives us the sources for this. This does break stalemates. That guy's trample. I feel like this card's just too good in the deck. You can make an argument for the Storm Drake too. Or you can make an argument to cut Tusker from the deck. You could also make an argument for Priest of Titania. I mean, the colorless sources are pretty good for this. Is it unrealistic to play this? I'm gonna have 2 ways to fix my mana. This card is kind of necessary to be able to play this on 2. Maybe this is good. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I guess this just kind of stretches our mana more. Like, we have 6 blue cards. 5 blue cards with 6 sources because our mana was just kind of cuckolded. Let me look at the red one more time. I'd have to put in 5 cards, which means I'm putting in 1. This card is really not good. One, 2, 3. Four. Bolt, Ghostfire, Glimpse, that's 3. Skoa is 4. Lelia is 5. Could play that. That isn't outside the realm of possibility. I don't know. I think blue has more payoffs. The mana base is a little bit clunky, but I think being able to have access to the kicker for this is pretty strong in terms of like interaction, especially with these cards too. And then it just makes our ramp better because this card's really, really strong with our deck. So is the Voidcraw. I'd like to play 2 of this, but I don't know what I'd be cutting. Like, that card's pretty important for us to be able to ramp because we didn't get any Malevolent Rumble. Although I think the Worn Power Stone is just better. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ramp cards. Okay, this seems okay. Alright, let's try it. Alright, well, this is the deck that we ended up with here. There were some merits to play red, but I just feel like blue adds a lot to our acceleration because with 13 colorless cards, Sage is very nice. The Voidcraw is very nice. These 3 cards give us actual interaction, even though we're playing a deck with 21 creatures. And I don't think I have ever played a deck in this format that has had this many creatures to date. So that is absolutely ridiculous. We definitely had some merits to go white-red with our gold cards, but I feel like we're just leaving too much on the table by not playing our very powerful cards here. So let me just check this real quick. Would I want to swap that for anything? Probably not. My mana base really can't support it. Yeah, so I think this is the build that allows us to utilize the most bombs out of our collection. I think there are some merits for maybe making a black-green deck as well, but I think this is what we're going to go with. You got to make a decision eventually, and this seems pretty fine to me. So let's go ahead and hop into these games and see if we can get a box. What if I play black-green? We get Emperor of Bones. And we get 3 Wither and Bloom, which seems legit. We also get that card. I don't know if our deck is best situated to really play this Emrakul. This is tough. So if I cut this and we play 3 Wither and Bloom, we play the Emperor Bones, and then we also play this guy. Is there any way for us to discard cards? Each player sacks a creature. That is good. It gives us removal. Could go black here. We do get a red-black one. Let me think about this. What if I do this? That's also just a black, red, green land. And then we get to play a black, red land. How many things do I have that make spawns? I guess I don't even have the most things that really make spawns. How good is this? Seems okay. That gives us like 4 solid removals, and then we actually get to increase the amount of lands in our deck, because then I can play this black-red, and then I'm playing 3 fetches. And I guess I have these guys that can add colorless for this. This makes spawns. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, this is tough, man. This is really tough. Maybe I'm just forcing this too much because I don't have like a good way to play it. That's 7 black sources. This card is just really good. Is it more realistic that I put this out? Like, I don't really know that you want to play this if you don't have a deck that has, like, insane ramp. I mean, we do have this, like... And this guy can give us a bunch of tokens. What if I compare it to, like, the red aggressive variant? I don't know. I think I kind of just want my game plan to just be all out ramp and just have no, like, interaction. It just seems really risky. This synergizes with the 1/1 counters, which this synergizes with that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn, this is really, really tough. I'm not really sure what's better to go here. Let me go back to Sealed Deck Tech and look at the card quality of these decks. This card is really strong. How much interaction do I have in this deck? 1, 2, 3, 4. My mana base just doesn't really support it. Let me take a screenshot of this and compare it to the other one. I just don't know how many tokens this will actually make us. Like, it could just make us an insane amount of tokens. But the lands is what's really making this difficult. If I didn't have bad lands, then our pool would be crazy. It's the fact I have really weird lands. Whenever one or more opponents put on this guy. Do I want to play that guy? I don't even know if that guy's worth it. What if I go back to this red-white deck? The Conduit Goblins are so good. Especially in best of one. Blue. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go with blue. I know that it's botched. I know that it's a really bad idea. I'm looking at deck list real quick. This makes tokens. I guess that's good to sacrifice. We just have no interaction. Interaction just seems so important. Realistically, how many ramp cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ramp. Like, I want to play this Labyrinth card. The Labyrinth card just seems really good. Seems really difficult to get to 12 mana, though. If I just build a bigger board than my opponent, how am I winning? Just playing this, like, seems like the only way we win. That is a pretty good game plan, though. We just attack over their stuff, just hope it's bigger. We have 1 combat trick. Versus our black, where we just get 5 ways to interact with things, and then we just keep making things with this. If I just cut that with 4 top-end things. Guess I don't even have to play that. We get Emperor Bones, we get Marauder, we get Wither and Bloom. We get that guy. How many colorless spells do I play? This just seems really bad in the deck if I do that. So that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 things with that just seems really suspicious. And then I also just play this. This is a really weird deck. Still get to play that. And then I still get to play that. I guess I just don't really understand how good Emperor Bones is. Well, I feel like this is the most consistent deck. Is it the highest power level deck? I don't know. That is my question. I don't know that it is the highest power level deck. It seems pretty good, though. It's sad because I really want to play Emrakul, but I just don't think we are, like, positioned, like, well enough to do that. It's not a bad pool either way, But I don't think I'm, like, you want, like, multiple Malevolent Rumbles to be playing Emrakul, I think. Or at least, like, Glimpse the Impossible, which our mana base just doesn't support us doing that. Like, we probably just brick on lands more often if we play the other one. Whereas I feel like this is, like, legit. We have the Devourer of Destiny, which, like, makes our hands just overall better. And then we also have this with 3 guys, and then we're playing 1, 2, 3 rares with the Emperor of Bones, and I get the removal. I have one way to buy something back, and I have a way to make tokens. How many creatures do I have? I have 19 creatures. I think it is respectable for me to put this in, because we can sacrifice something, but I don't know if that's, like, really worth. Maybe just, like, cutting that guy. This is a good card, though. This is genuinely just a good card. And it deals them a damage, which just seems legit. What is the higher win rate card? Glaring Fleshraker is the slightly higher win rate card. This deck gives us actual interaction, which makes me just think it's, generally speaking, just a better deck. And we just have actual, like, a mana base that's okay. The mana base in the other deck is just, like, really bad. Like, if we just brick and don't see blue, we're actually just fucked. But we do have, you know, 3 forms of ramp, which I don't know how likely it is to get to the Emrakul. I've never played with that card. Let's see about this. What is this green-black deck this guy's playing? Just playing like a lot of removal. A lot of removal just seems the way to go. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then we'll run it. All right, we are good to go. All right, so after a consensus, I really wanted to end up playing green-blue because of our ability to access ramp via the Sage and as well the Snapjaw, just to cheat out this saucy Emicruel. And I feel really bad leaving bombs on the sideline, but we just ended up with 0 interaction and like 22 creatures in that deck, to where I just don't think that is a reasonable idea. So we're going to end up going with a green-black deck here that has 3 copies of Wither and Bloom, which I think is absolutely excellent in this deck, especially with the small amount of adapt people that we have. Being able to retrigger the Witness seems pretty decently important. And on top of the fact that our mana base just really did not support playing green-blue, we have only 1 green land, and I really want to be able to play this Ugin's Labyrinth, so I just feel like we really have to buy down on the bullet and do that here. Now, it is difficult to say that we shouldn't play this Fetid Gargantua because of our Wither and Bloom, because it can trigger that ability. But we have a very strong top end, so I don't know that we necessarily need to be doing that. And plus, when we do this, we get to use an Ember of the Bones, which I think is just a really strong card. So overall, I feel like our chances are decently fair. So let's go ahead and hop into these games and see if we can win a box. All right, hopping into game number 1 here. We're going to be starting on the play, which is very nice. I guess we have a Basking Broodscale into a Glaring Fleshraker, and we have 4 lands. This can access a red if we need to find our Writhing Chrysalis mana. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep this. A playable hand in best of 1 is usually going to be enough. So I guess here I probably just keep that to pay for our colorless mana. And it sucks a little bit that I'm going to be playing this after the Broodscale, but that is fine. Okay, we've got a Breaker of Creation. That's okay. I think I'm just going to drop down another green here. Now I'm going to drop down my Landscape here, and then I'm going to play the Broodscale. Broodscale into Fleshraker, use the ability, try to cheat out one of these big guys. The main reason I chose black is not because I think the cards are better, but just because we have access to actual removal. Okay, so we get a Propagator Drone, which seems pretty decent here. So I think I'm just going to go in and see what he says. Okay, just going to let that go through. I'm just going to play out the Fleshraker here. Next turn, we can go for a Propagator Drone, activate the ability, get a token, and that'll be a pretty decent play if he doesn't clear this Fleshraker, because then we'll end up with 2 tokens, which puts us in a decent position to where if we top deck a land, we can put out our Warp Tusker. Ooh, he's getting a Cursed Marauder. That's a really tough decision here. I mean, it's either this or this, and I mean, this gives us one by doing that, but this guy has Adapt. I think I'm more so down to keep the Broodscale here, just because we're going to get to evolve the token, and we're going to be able to use all of our mana guaranteed. That was a really tough decision, to be honest. Ooh, and he's got a Cursed Wombat, so he's also on green-black. Ooh, double Propagator Drone is kind of nice, not gonna lie. So I guess I go ahead and activate this ability. Create the token, yes. Play the drone. Going for 3. Now, I think I'll get 2 triggers to buff up this token here. Maybe it would have been better to keep the Flesh Raker. I'm not really sure. It would have been doing an additional damage, but then it would have been 2-2. And we didn't know we were going to top deck this, so we wouldn't have been able to use all of our mana. Attacking for 2. Take that, probably. Reluctantly. Yeah, this top deck kind of screwed us. Ooh, okay. Well, we're not in the greatest position here. I think our guy gets double triggers. This uses all more of our mana, and that puts us at 5. But still, even if we top deck, we can't play one of these. Is it respectable to just cycle this? I mean, it gives us a token, and if we end up getting a land, we could still play that guy. I think this is okay. I feel like I have to take a risk here. Not a land, not a land. That really sucks. This is a land, technically, I guess. It's also a Death Toucher, so maybe it makes him reluctant to attack here. I'm up to 6 mana total, so if I top deck a land here, I can go Devour of Destiny and probably kill his Ooze because Ooze is broken. Assuming he doesn't answer one of our guys. Devour of Destiny also upgrades the token, but we're going to have to sack it, so we really just need to top deck a land here. Now, remember, we get 1 loss, so if we don't do it, it's completely fine with me. Okay, he's going to go ahead and adapt. That's really scary. Attacking with both, I might have to actually do something about this. I mean, this is a big threat, and I'd be taking so much damage here. I need to take a risk here. I guess you could argue that if I chump with this, then there is a reward because... Well, this is 13. I'll be going into 5. That's really risky. I could just take it. Could you also just chump with this guy? I don't know how much I care about this. I do care about my Mana Dork. Yeah, I think I legitimately have to top deck a land here or I'm cucked, so... Papa needs a land. Don't kill my guy. You have 2 mana. No, no. That's so fucked. And we don't draw a land anyway. We're actually just screwed. Fuck me, man. He doesn't have an enchantment on board, right? Just play it to get stats, I guess. Very unfortunate we didn't see any interaction. He's basically just kind of snowballing out of control at this point. And he had a removal for our Death Touch, which really, really sucks. Drawing both of these guys really, really hurt us. Just gonna attack with both guys, probably. I guess I could block the Wombat here, and then I get to keep one of my guys, right? If I triple block the Wombat, I probably keep my 2/2. I get to keep one of these guys if I block that. I think I'm just all in here. I could just trade with this. I have to top deck a playable card here, but I don't think anything I top deck really outs this game state. I think I'm just all in. Because nothing really gets me out of this game state. If he has a combat trick, I just die. He lets me keep the 2/2. And then I have 2 unplayable cards. I mean, regardless, I'm either 3 or 2 mana away from being able to play this card, and I'm 3 to 4 mana away from playing that, which means we're really just cooked. He's letting us keep the Scion? Okay. That's really weird. Dude, do you have a combat trick or no? Man, this guy has a hot draw. That Marauder actually kind of cooked us. I probably should have kept the Fleshdraker over the Basking Brood scale. Well, this is unfortunate. Maybe I top deck a Writhing Chrysalis. Probably need to keep this for the mana. I'm getting that because a Writhing Chrysalis is realistically like the only thing that puts us in a decent situation. Yeah, it doesn't really help us. I can give someone Hexproof Indestructible, but that's not really good. I guess the best case scenario here is that he has an interaction for my Wombat and then I respond. There's no way he just plays like an enchantment, right? Like there aren't really any good enchantments in this situation. I just kind of dead drew. It happens though. It's Magic. Okay. I guess that was okay for us. It's unfortunate I didn't have 2 green up. But I had to pay a green to do this. Am I willing to just take that? I think I am. Okay, and he has a Ghost Fire Slice. I mean, there was nothing we could do there. It is what it is. Okay. Did we lose that game because I didn't access ramp? Like, is the blue deck actually just better? Well, I think this deck's pretty good. I think it's pretty well balanced, too. Yeah, I think that game just proved to me that I can't survive, like, to get to 10 lands for Ulamog. That's just not realistic. Alright, match number 2. Alright, I'm going first again, which is good. Unfortunately, I don't have a colorless, but Emperor of Bones is pretty good. I think this is legitimately decent enough to keep. I don't have a colorless, but this card is just so good. And I mean, it's just, I don't want to go risky here in this format. It's definitely a weird hand, though. You can make an argument to mull, but on the play, I'd really not to, like, risk just bricking. Colorless land. Okay, it's a green land. Okay, I guess that's a land is a land. Am I more interested in playing Emperor of Bones or Propagator Drone? I mean, I guess I'm more interested in just throwing this guy down. Well, if I get a colorless land, that's probably just better to hold. Let's just play Emperor Bones. It's going to demand an answer. Plays a blue. Get him for 2. Just play out a guy because the only thing you can do. Envoy the Ancestors, okay. I have a Withering Bloom for that. That's actually really nice because now my Emperor of Bones can do things. I like doing things with Emperor of Bones. Let's do that. Ooh, that's kind of a dirty combo. I just want to use all my mana. Oh, I didn't use the effect. I'm stupid. I'm kind of stupid for that. I didn't use the effect. I would have done 2 more damage there. That was unfortunate. He's giving us 4 life, though, which isn't terrible. Colorless land, colorless land, colorless land would be insane here. Please. No, that's not what I needed. I guess I just propagator drone. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Wow, I was so close. I could just try to make another token. Then next turn I could go Althazar and just try to Cascade. That could be okay. Versus this, which exiles nothing. This, which just doesn't really benefit us. I think I'd rather just risk it to try to Althazar here. Well, good thing I didn't put a token on that. I have a land. I can go this guy. I think this is just so much better. It leaves me a token to play with. And our Cascade is, like, decent. Collective Resistance. How does that help us? Bro, fuck. That's so bad. I guess that was okay. Nah, it wasn't okay. It was terrible. Well, I need to top deck a land here once again. And he's hitting us for 6. Potentially more. Wow, and he's got a gargoyle, so he's getting life. Even if I did my Emperor Bones play correctly. Oh, and he's doing that. Oh my gosh, he's just getting out of control here so fast. Why could I have not drawn that? Well, he had an artifact on the field. I have to draw a land here. Not a land. Wow, that's so bad. I don't even know what I'm killing here. I guess I get that back. If I draw a land here, I can still go Breaker of Creation, which gives us back a decent amount of life. Assuming he top decked a land here, I might just not lose. You're kidding me. Dude, this guy just top decked out of the wazoo. Are you kidding me? This guy's top deck was literally insane. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? That was so broke. If I block this guy, I'm taking 7, 8, 9. I have to draw a land here, or I'm just dead. I mean, I'm also just kind of dead anyway. I draw a land. I don't have 2 colorless, so I can't even play this. I just die. Holy shit, that was ass. Damn, that was so bad. My opponent just straight up rolled me. Rip. Alright, let's go one more. Okay. Sorry to see I got the L. It's okay. We'll run it back. We run it back, baby. It's just I have people coming over to watch the fight soon, so I got to make it a quick W, you know? There is a box on the line. All right, welcome back to another Arena Direct Sealed Modern Horizons 3. This is the event where if we get 6 wins before 2 losses, we will be shipped a sealed box of Modern Horizons 3 by Wizards, and those boxes are currently going for a little bit over $250 right now on TCG Players, so it is well worth it if you have some time and some extra money to spend if you feel like you are well versed in the draft. Unfortunately, we ended up going 0-2 in the first one, but this is the one, and you know what? I can tell you right now, we're going to do a lot better in this one because I just put on the GOATed hat. If you know anything about my card game history, anytime I wear this hat, I go undefeated in the tournament when all the stakes are on the line. So let's see what we can do, baby. All right. I'd like a Fury and 3 Writhing Chrysalis. Let's go, baby. Okay, we only got 7 rares, and it looks like all of our rares are basically useless. At the beginning of your pre-combat mill 3, then you can pay 1 to 3 life. If you do put a card among those into your hand, this guy is complete garbage. This guy is just, he's a 5-mana 6/6 with flying, which is okay. There's a fetch, and there is a White Orchard Phantom, which is okay. 2-mana 2/2 flying for strike if we end up in white, but overall, not the best rares to say the least, especially because you have a chance of getting like up to 12 rares. All right, let's go ahead and hop in and see what our white has to offer here. Let me go ahead and switch screens. Okay, so our white has a Static Prison, a Dog Umbra, Glyph Elemental, Hex Gold Slith, 3 Inventors if we want to go energy. Orchard's okay. Envoy's okay. Pack Rhino, Area Auxiliary's okay. Okay, so white seems relatively playable, to be honest. Yeah, we have about like 12 playable white cards. This is for all the chips. Correct. All right, let's check out our blue here. Okay, so blue has Attune the Narrative, 2 of that guy if we're forced to play Eldrazi. There is a Riddle Gatekeeper, a Lurker, which is okay. So blue just seems straight up unplayable, but it looks like we have a decent amount of landscapes, so something could work. Let's check out the black. So black has 2 Wither and Bloom, has an Apprentice, which is really strong. Question Necropolis is okay. This guy's okay. That's okay. That's okay. This might be good depending on the deck. We have one Sneaky Snacker. We have an MDFC, a Grim Servant to be able to search our Marionette Apprentice. And we have our 5-mana 6/6. Black is definitely a possibility, although not the best. Let's take a look at red here. So red has Siege Smash is okay. Smelted Chargebug is okay. Ghost Fire Slice is okay. Rawl is good. Skoa is good. And there's a Gremlins in there, which is fine. Let's check out our green. Hopefully our green is insane. Okay, our green has 2 Brood Scale, Collective Resistance, Malevolent Rumble, Dryad, Repurposer, Oozewag, Dreadmask, and 2 Chrysalis. So it looks like we are most likely going to be playing green here. Looks like our green is the best. Let's check out the colorless cards just for fun. Okay, so we ended up with no colorless Eldrazi cards. That's honestly kind of fucked. And our lands, we have green-white MDFC, red-green fetch. We have a green-blue, red-blue, a green-blue, a teamer land, which is good, and another couple red-blue. So the lands seem like sufficient enough for us to splash a good amount of high-quality cards. Although our card quality isn't the best, so let's play Gift of the Viper, Brood Scale, Collective Resistance, Rumble, Dryad, Repurposer, Oozewag, and Dreadmask. And then let's see if we can play Chrysalis. What is better, our red or our blue? Blue is really, really shallow. Blue is really, really shallow. We might just be green-black splashing the Chrysalis. Blue gives us 1 playable card that I'm actually interested in. What does red give us? Red gives us Rawl. Yeah, red really doesn't offer us anything either. Red and blue are both just pretty much ass. I mean, we have like 9 playable green cards. This is a really like evenly dispersed pool, which is really bad. Like, this is way worse than the last one we just had, which ended up very, very poorly. Let's see if we can go black here. I mean, I could play Marionette, which is a good card. How good is Ripples of Undeath? I'm not really sure. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. These are good. Just an okay card. Could play Quest for Necropolis. Yeah, maybe we're playing green-white. Let me add this to Sealed Deck Tech real quick. Just see what our highest quality cards are. Although I don't think this is the best. I think we're definitely playing green. We could be playing a botched red-white deck. That's also a possibility. But Writhing Chrysalis is just a card you can put in pretty much any deck. Okay. Let me go ahead and add this to the deck real quick. I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible. Export. Close that. Open up Sealed Deck Tech. Paste deck. Wow, our first pool was so much better. If we actually win with this or even get 5 wins, I would be really surprised. Okay, let's clear the deck here. Game in hand win rate. White seems okay. We might be green-white. Green-white splash Chrysalis. Plays. 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 For sure plays. Those play. What are our lanes again? So we have a red-green fetch, which is really good. That is a red-green. Okay, so we have an okay amount of fetches. I mean, black is also okay. I'm probably willing to play this too. If we want to play white, we play that. I guess we play that. I guess we play that. Might have to play that. I don't really want to play those guys, but I might be forced to. Orchard is okay. Maybe we play this guy? These are our highest rated cards. It's a lot of lands that are just better than... White just seems passable, right? Seems like okay. I don't know if we have like the mana sources for this, but we'll put it in for now. Damn, blue is just crap. We don't have a single card that's like above a C. Red is also pretty dorky. And our rares are just complete dog shit. Our black is like decent, I guess. We ended up with no colorless cards, which really, really sucks. I could just play this card. It's a 7-mana guy to like slap on the field. I don't really have that many mechanisms to ramp, but it is a playable card. It feels really weird to play like so many inventors. I have an MDFC in the deck, so I guess I can play that too. It's just like, what is this guy really doing? Providing us energy for no utility? Do I have enough passable white cards to just go red-white? Splash the Chrysalis. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 12 playable white cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nine playable green cards. 10 playable green cards. Our black cards just seem really bad. What if I wanted to play black? Realistically, how many of these black cards do I want to play? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll play that because I have to. I guess I'll play that. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And what do my gold cards say? That's a 4-mana 4/4, which is just terrible. Yeah, my bio might be misspelled. I don't really care about my bio. I'm mainly on YouTube, so. What if we're just black-green? Black, green, blue. Man, this is tough. What if I'm just red, white, splashing the Chrysalises? I think I'm forced to play white. I think we are legitimately forced to play white. I don't really want to play blue. Blue just seems terrible. Play that, play that. That's okay. I'm willing to play that. Willing to play that. Charge bug's okay. I only have one charge bug. That's crap. I don't really want to play Simulacrum. This is 20 cards. Do I have my MDFC in the deck? If I do this. $17 lands with an MDFC just seems ass. White, red splashing. Agree. 2 green cards. If this deck seems really bad, it's because it's really bad. It's a white-red land. That's a white-red land. It's a green-white-red land. Blue, red, black? Our green is way too good to do that. It might just be white-green splash the Chrysalises. If it makes you feel better, you think I got this? Okay, fuck yeah. It doesn't make me feel any better because I have crippling anxiety when money is on the line and I have to perform, but I appreciate it. There's a reason they call me the best of all times, because goats come and go and boats stay afloat, baby. Separate non-creatures. These both give me white and red, which is good. This is a 23 card deck, though, that just feels bad. What about white, green, splash, red? I mean, what are our best cards? Seems like they're really evenly dispersed. It feels like green than white. I mean, this guy's flying first strike. I guess I'm forced to play him. I probably just splash this. This seems okay. It seems really bad, but I think this is our options. Okay. So we play 16 lands. We have this card, which is just good. Am I willing to play another white MDFC? No, I have a Waterlogged Teachings. That's not what I have. Okay. Okay, so I want... What are our white-green lands? We don't really have any. That sucks. Black is also respectable. Can our mana base support 3 red cards? Probably. I basically have 2 green-white duels. That's red-green. I want you to do what to you? I didn't say I wanted you to do anything to me. It's probably just this green-white deck. Black seems okay. Like, I can loop this card. I think the way I win is off the back of Writhing Chrysalis. And for that reason, I need to have as many Eldrazi cards as possible. That card seems good enough to just play. This card has just been really good every time I had it. I have ways to make energy. 13, 12, 3. And I have... I mean, this is just a good card, but I think it's probably just too shallow. I could look at white-black. I'm willing to look at it really, really quickly, and then I'm just going to play. I have 2 artifacts. That's not really good. I have a Marionette Apprentice, which is just a good card, but I don't think it's enough to cut me off of green. I think we just go green here every time. And I just splash Scurry of Gremlins because fuck it, it's just a broken card. Okay, how many sources do I need? 13 white, 12 green, 3 red. Okay. And what MDFCs do I have? I just have this. Okay. Not to you, to yeah. I said fuck you. Okay. I don't really get what you're saying, but I appreciate it. So, I need... eight. So that's 9, 9. And then I need one of these. So currently, it's like this. 8 plus 8 equals 16 plus 17. So... I have a green-white land. I can cut this down. I've got 3 red cards. Four sources for 3 red cards. Alright, well, looks like this is what we're going to be doing. Alright, well, really weird pool, but I think green-white is probably our best bet to actually do something here. Luckily, our lanes were pretty good, and we have 9 white sources, 9 red sources, and 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 red sources, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 red sources for 3 red cards. But I think the red cards are powerful enough to really justify that. I mean, I also have a Dryad and a Malevolent Rumble, but I think this looks good. I don't want to slow down my deck anymore by putting some more slow lands into the deck, especially because I'm only willing to run 1 mountain. But I guess let's see what we can do with this deck and hope for the best. Unfortunately, we did not end up with any late game colorless Eldrazi cards, and that was really holding us back, but we will do our best. Now let's hop into these games and see if we can get a box. Yo, thank you for the follow. Okay, we are on the play. This is kind of a slow hand, but I have access to all 3 sources as well as a Writhing Chrysalis, which just seems like, generally speaking, the way we're actually going to win this game. So I think I'm willing to keep this. This hand's definitely better on the play. And 2 white is probably what we're looking for here, because we do have some double-pipped white cards. I'm probably just going to use this to get a red to pay for the Chrysalis. Okay, we get another land. A little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. I probably just want another green with this. This is not an instant. Okay. That's fine. Our deck is more aggro than it is control, so it's a little unfortunate we have a 2-drop, but that's okay. At least we have the mana to play Chrysalis and play our cards, so we're not necessarily going to lose because we can't cast our cards, which is one thing to feel good about in all this. Ooh, okay, well now I have the sources for that. I guess, unfortunately, I just need to play this, right? Well, I could just hold it and put a shield counter on that, which might just legitimately be better. Like, I'm not aggroing this guy out ever. It is just passing with no mana up, though. I probably just have to do this. It's unfortunate because I did really want to put the shield counter on this, because that's just how I see us winning the game, but I think you can't just pass with 3 mana open. That seems like a really bad plan in a deck that's not necessarily geared to be aggro. Although it would have had a high reward for us. Okay, there's a Glaring Fleshraker. Well, we at least have a Gift of the Viper, which will be okay. I guess I'm down to go try to get him for 3 here. Make it worth it for us that we actually put that guy out. And then we'll drop the Chrysalis. Get our tokens. I now have the ability to play the Colossal Dread Mask, which is like, okay, I guess. That's kind of cool. I do have some ways to gain energy, so I can't just hold something hostage forever. This card is really irritating to play against if your opponent has all colorless cards, though. It was really insane in our last deck. Unfortunately, this time around, we didn't end up with any good amount of colorless Eldrazi's. Okay. Well, I guess I could Static Prison that. I think when it comes back, he doesn't get the counters, which is a legitimate good thing to do. And then also we have this to regain the energy. So that actually seems pretty nice. Yeah, I think I'm just down for that. Yeah, he's not going to get the counters back, so it's going to come back as a 0-1, which was probably the best case scenario for us. And then I guess let's just sack these tokens and put out a guy, because, like, we need to play beatdown, baby. Put the tokens on my Chrysalis. Now I'm threatening him for 7 damage, which is pretty good. Okay, I feel pretty good about this situation. Sorry about my dog. I have people coming over right now. Okay, well, that wasn't the best. Yeah, I'll take the action. I mean, there's no reason to really transfer this, and there's no reason to hold cards, so I'll just play this, and let's just go face and see what he has to say. If he blocks my 6/6, technically I can give it Death Touch. He's going with Fathomless Troops. Okay. Sure. Depending on how he blocks here, this could be lethal, but we'll have to see. Oh, he's getting 2 tokens? That's really sus. Okay, well, I mean, neither of these guys have trample, so it's not really worth it. I can still pay next turn, so maybe I just use this to get the 1/1. This is already hitting with trample. That doesn't have trample, so I guess I just have to allow this. Yeah, I wasn't pushing any additional damage through. I guess I could re-equip the Dread Mask to whoever next turn. It's probably most beneficial to just go with the 1/1 token here because it presents another body for us. I don't really think the energy does much here. This is going to be really tough for him to come back here. And as I say that, he just activates a random AoE out of his ass. You already know. Tapping some colorless. You're kind of suspect, sir. Don't Glaring Fleshraker me, son. Don't you dare Glaring Fleshraker me. Wasteescape Battle Mage. Okay. He can destroy my equipment, which is kind of bonkers. Yeah, that's bonkers as fuck, son. And then he can also bounce back my Inventor? Okay. But that was broken. That was very broken, sir. Yeah, there's no way he attacks here. Playable card, do things. I will pay the energy, sir. Paying the 1 indeed, brother. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I'm down for this. If I do this and we access a Chrysalis, we can actually take a Chrysalis here, so that's probably worth it. No Chrysalis, but there is a Scurry of Gremlins, which, would that give us game? We gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy, and then we're attacking him for... He can block... Okay, I think that we just do this, and this might just be game. Because we're actually going to be able to give the token we get charge here. So I think this is probably game. I didn't realize the Eldrazi spawn gives us 8 creatures. So assuming he has no response, this is just lethal because we get 8. Yeah. We're going to activate the ability. Give everybody +1/0. And then we can just go in here. We're representing 5 damage, assuming he has nothing. And I don't think there's any 1-mana spells that you can do here. Does he actually have something? Okay. Alright, well, good game, man. Wow, that guy was being suspect as fuck. He made me think he could actually do something, which I knew was not possible. Let's go. Well, there you go. Scurry of Gremlins is a good card. I'm glad I put it in the deck. Not the best card, but it is a playable card indeed. Oh gosh, this is a suspect hand. No white mana, but I do have a Dryad to filter. Is that good enough? Is that legitimately good enough? I mean, this card is off play. If he kills that, I'm just sitting here with no mana. Man, this is a tough decision. This is a very tough decision. Going down to 6 is just so bad in this format. But if I don't draw another land, I might be kind of stuck. I'll be at 3. This is really nice, though. Well, I think it could be better. I would like to have a white source in this deck. Okay, that's a white source. Okay. I technically have access to 3 lands here. This could be a red mana, which allows us to do that. I could just risk it for the biscuit and go 2, 3, 4. Dog Gumber's pretty good, though. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I think it's just too important. This card could allow us to win the game, maybe. Okay, that's okay. That's decent. That's decent. That's decent. Play out the Hexgold Slith. There's no way he has an answer to it, trust. He's playing green. It's not like he can just do, like, everything in the format because green is the best color. That's not true, right? I don't believe it. Maybe I should have put back Scurry. I don't know. Scurry is just such a good card. I don't want to have the opportunity not to use Scurry during the game because it is like one of our only like B or above grade cards. Plus, I can just make more energy with that. I'm most likely to repurpose her next turn. He's going to do Emrakul's Messenger. Okay. Ooh, that's really nice. Well, with that being said, I feel like I still have to repurpose her here. Get in, pay the energy, I guess. What if I don't pay the energy and we just trade? The energy could be quite relevant. It still just trades with this guy, so I'm going to decline. How much do you care about that guy? I think this was one of the few situations where it was worth it to decline. Specifically because I actually care about energy. Okay. Sure. I won that trade because I still have initiative and I now have 2 energy, which the energy will be very important with these Scurry. We can potentially get this up to 2 triggers. Okay. I need to find a red source here. That is a green source, it's not a red. But I can just play this, use this to crack for a red next turn, bring up my energy, and just go 3. That seems respectable. Okay. Let's gain 3 energy. And let's end the turn. Yeah, this is a really tough match. Maybe I should have kept my 3-2, but the reality is if I did, he's still just traded with his guy. I'd be spending the energy from this, which might be relevant to the Gremlins. I'd rather trade away game pieces. This card just potentially gives him a token, which could be huge for him dying, and I'm not killing him anytime soon anyway. Potentially, since this gives us 2 tokens, the Scurry could be lethal very quickly. Sure. It's funny because if he played that without Eldrazi mana, it actually would have not negatively affected him because that means our Chrysalis wouldn't generate tokens, which would be very bad. The 1 Rand mana. Ooh, Dog Umber, that's nice. That's real nice, buddy. Alright, so let's just do this. Next turn, I can lock down his Aberration. This is giving me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm getting 8 energy, which means I can technically proc this 3 times if he answers no game pieces. Obviously, that is very, very unreal. But assuming he puts down something, attacks with that, like we could create a good attacker. Oh, yeah, that's really irritating. Sure. If he attacks with that, okay. I'm cool on it. So, how much damage is this representing? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 energy puts me at 13. So that's 3, 6, 11, 3, 6 plus 5 equals 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26. He blocks this guy. Is that just game? I think that's just legitimately game. Assuming he has no interaction here. No response, okay. Because that's... I think this is just game. Maths for blockers, let's see it. I'm putting it all on the line here. He blocks my 6. I'm hitting him for 9, 14, 18, 22. Wow, I'm so glad I kept that card. Yeah, that card's absurd. And even if he has a 1 mana Galvanic Discharge, it's still just game. Holy shit, man. This is high intensity at its finest. Okay. Well played, sir. Wow, that was rough. That was very, very high stress. Okay, well, 2 down, 4 more to go. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. All right, I'm back. Let's run it. Man, this is a high-stress event. That's all I got to say. But my homie just pulled through, so I had to let him in and set up the TV. But we are good to go. All right, so far, so good. So far, so good indeed. Can we keep up this streak? All right, we're on the play again. We've started off on the play every single game so far. Do I keep this hand? I have no turn 2 play. I only have 2 lands. It seems really risky. Yeah, I don't know that I can do this. I mean, I have a Static Prison and a Dog Umbra to try to stall, but I don't have access to that yet. I don't know. It just seems too slow. Well, I guess this is even more risk, but okay. Should probably just put this guy back. I don't have access to a green, which is really bad. I think Proud Pack Rhino is just better than Inspired Inventor. I'm going to play this. I'm going to go get a red source. Now this is online. Although I don't have a green source, which is really suspect. He's playing a Stump Stomper, so he kept a minimal land hand as well. Let's get our red. Okay, we have a green now. That's good. Good sign. Good sign. We're going to go for the 2-drop. I can refill the energy if I need, or I could Proliferate. Proliferate is really good with this card because if he doesn't stop the damage... Oh, no, he's just stopping the damage. You daddy bastard, you. Okay, that's not ideal. Maybe I just play this, get the 1/1 counter, and then if I do that next turn, I could Proliferate, getting an energy and another 1/1. Gosh, that's so tough. That might just be legitimately better. This might also be better. I don't know. I'm going to go with this. He's playing green, so there's a good amount of stuff I can trade with by doing this. This makes it to where if I play this, I get at least 1 energy, and I'm proliferating the 1/1 counter, and he has a 6. That's so scary. Holy shit, that's scary. Okay. Well, I guess I do this. Submit 2. Get in for 4. Alright, well, I need to draw a Writhing Chrysalis so that my Scurry of Gremlins will just be randomly game again. That's like the only way I win these. My guy is at 4, and I have a Gift of the Viper. So if he does have another Fanged Flames or another 4 damage spell, I am safe, which is pretty nice. He could attack, and then I untap, and then I go block, and that dies, which that's a pretty high impact card. Oh my gosh, that's so bullshit. Right? Because he can... Dude, fuck me, man. Because he can just respond with a Ghostfire Slice. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's a permanent card. Okay. Okay, that was really scary. He's got a Solar Recharger, okay. That's suspect as fuck. He's at 2. Let's see. Do not AoE me here, bro. I need this W more than you. I'm a poor man. On a journey to win a box of Modern Horizons 3. Let's go! Yes, Sirski, brother. 3-0. Talk about it. All right. 3 out of our... Okay. 3 out of 3 of our wins so far have been by Scurry of Gremlins. You know, I mean, obviously, it was all skill. It's not just because that card is an unfair card, although that is also true. Both of those things can be true at the same time. Both of those things can indeed be true. Well, at least one more win, we get our 40% of our money back, which isn't bad. I told you, when I have the goated hat on, I pop off, baby. 5-color Joker. All right, this guy's a Joker. We have a chance to win. I go first again. Why do I go first every game? Well, I have 3 3-drops, but I do have my colors. This seems playable. I just don't think in this format you can, like, really risk... Ah, dude. How many 2-drops do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a lot of 2-drops, and this hand seems relatively slow. What am I doing in this hand? I'm playing this... Fuck, dude. This is a playable hand. But I might need a better hand to beat this guy. This seems too slow. If we go against an Eldrazi deck, we'll probably just die. I need a 2-drop. Well, no 2-drop. This hand seems slightly better. I think I'm willing to hedge my bets and keep the Writhing Chrysalis. Writhing Chrysalis is just too high impact. And all this, though this card is insane. This is tough. Yeah, that card is just insane. And maybe it's a blunder putting this back. Maybe I'm getting rid of Ooze. If I don't find a red source, I'm not playing that. I'm probably finding a red source. This does beat Stales, though. I have other interaction. I'm going to play this. I have other interaction. I think the creature is more important because this gives modified people trample, which gives us a better chance to push through damage. Very unfortunate we don't have a turn 2 play, though. We had several turn 2 plays in there, but this hand is decent, so I'm willing to just keep. Okay, that's really scary. That's very, very scary. Okay. Well, I think I'm just forced to do this. Even if he goes first strike, he doesn't get the damage in. And regardless, I believe he has to deal damage to get the 1/1. So worst case scenario, I just remove that. He's playing red-white, which is scary. He's going to go in. He's going to go first strike. He's not. Solstice Zealot. Okay. Sure. Interesting. Not a red card, although it is a playable one for sure. I think I just want to use all of my mana. Do I really care about him getting in with the damage? I don't necessarily. Because I can just reset it with the Static Prison. I think I do this every time because it uses the most of our mana. If he's willing to tap his guy to tap my guy, I think that's more beneficial for us. If he trades both, I'm killing his Zealot. It's kind of funny because I don't think I've played a deck where I had a Writhing Chrysalis and I didn't choose to splash it because it's just so powerful. Realistically, if he's tapping down our Ooze with his Zealot, it's probably more beneficial for us because then I can just reset his Slith. Okay, he has another Zealot. That's crazy. Let me shut the door real quick. My dog is just going crazy. He's going in here. He's just passing. Okay, that's the best case scenario for us. The 1 red mana. Not the 1 red mana. That is a Proliferator. Proliferating is very, very good. I do enjoy me some good Proliferate. What if I'm just removing that guy with a Static Prison? Is that respectable? I can technically play this and then pay the 2 and pay the 1. I think I'm down for this. We're just going to force his interaction, right? Maybe I should just see what he does first. I probably just see what he does. Tapping my ooze, okay. Am I ever just static prisoning that and then just playing this and just ramping up? Because that would then allow us to proliferate it next turn, which seems just all around better. Technically, if I top deck a land here, I will be able to pump up the ooze, and then I will proliferate multiple 1/1 counters. Oh, he's going Scurry. That's really bad. That is broken as shit. Holy crap. We might just be dead randomly. It's not cool when the other guy has a Scurry and I don't have mine. Attacking. Passing. Okay, land here, land here, land here. Not a land. That was really, really bad. Am I paying the 1? Yeah, I'm paying the 1, bro. The fact I know he has that is really bad. Could just play this and then proliferate, get that guy up so the proliferate is better. But he's going to get that back, so I don't really want him to get that back. I think I have to do this. Trigger my ability. Take action. I have 2 tokens. If I wanted to, I could sack and play this, which just gives us another body, which is respectable. I mean, he's not representing game, right? He has 3, 6, plus 5 equals 3, 6, plus 4 equals 10, 14. And I have multiple blockers regardless. He's willing to tap down my guy. Okay. Means I should stack with both. I have chumps. Wait, why would you do that? All right. Do I bestow or just make another body? Bestowing seems good. It gives me an attacker to start doing things. I don't think I need the additional blocker, but that guy is the biggest threat on the board, which gives us a little bit of insurance. Okay. Give us a red source, please. Ripping a red source off the top, please. That's a Malevolent Rumble, which always finds a red source, obviously. Taking the action. You're not getting that back, son. I guess if I find a red source here, I can still play out my Chrysalis. And this leaves us the most open to whatever we get here. Most likely land. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. But the Area Auxiliary is crazy, too. Yeah, this is just huge. Unfortunately, we're getting rid of, like, really, really good cards, but that's okay. I'm gonna go fetch a mountain here. And then I think it's justifiable for me to just go 9. I probably just do this. It just gives me initiative. I still wonder if it was better for me to get the area auxiliary there. Oh, he's got Ophelia. That's really bad. Holy shit, that's bad. He currently does not have an energy, though, which is the only thing keeping us alive. I just realized he can return his Scurry of Gremlins to get additional energy, which is huge here. If he has a removal for my Chrysalis and he can do that, that's despicable. Bro, fuck, that's broken. I need to top deck either an Inspired Inventor to get back some energy. Scurry of Gremlins would just win us the game. I need Scurry of Gremlins because he got his. Oh my gosh, that's vile. That was vile. Holy shit, that was vile. There's a line here that if he sees it... Okay, he doesn't see it. Oh my gosh, this guy's terrible. Oh my gosh, I'm insane. Holy shit, I'm insane. Yes, I'll take the action. Oh my gosh, I'm so good. We were destined to win the box, baby. I fucking knew it. Oh! I don't think I've ever had more on the field. And that gives us exactly 8 energy. Okay. Well played, sir. Well played. Easy, baby. Well, we're at least guaranteed to get 40% back of our money. And it just so happens the only way we can win with this deck is if we get Scurry of Gremlins. But we have now seen it 4 out of 4 games. So we're looking sharp here. We are looking like a G. 2 more to go. Let's see it, baby. All I have to do is win 2 more, and we're in the money, baby. All right, 2 more to go. Ooh, Mortarmoth has won 5 from the jump game. Shout out to you, my guy. Winning the doubloons off the jump game. You already know. If anyone is just now joining the stream, we have a really awesome green-white deck. JK, it's not an awesome deck. I just splashed a Scurry of Gremlins, and it has won us the only games we have actually been in. 4-0. 2 more wins to get to the box. I just have to play perfectly, and if I play perfectly, I'm not going to be mad at myself. Because the best is blessed, and that's me. So prepare to be blessed, because I'm the best, baby. Let's go. Let's work. Opponent goes first for this time. I don't feel good about this. Okay. Well, I don't have access to a white, and I only have 2 lands, but the thing is I have a Malevolent Rumble turn 2, which makes me think this hand is okay. Because even if I don't get access to white, I can probably play with this hand. This hand is a lot better going second than it is first. Although our deck is very much so positioned to go first. Okay, we have a white. We literally have everything. I have the Trinity online, baby. Let's work. We're going to pop this to go get a green. Conduit Goblin turn 2. That's so scary. Holy shit, that's scary. I now have a green, red, and a white, which is absolutely great. Do I want to play the Brood Scale or the Malevolent Rumble here? It might just be the Malevolent Rumble so we can go turn 3 Chrysalis. I think that's worth it enough. That's tough. That's very tough. I mean, I don't really need another white land. I don't have any white cards in hand currently. And I can already cheat out the Chrysalis, so maybe I'm just more interested in the Repurposer. I think I'm legitimately more interested in the Repurposer. Very tough decision, though. He doesn't have a turn 3 Amp Drafter. I don't believe it. That's not a real card. Okay, he's a Molten Gatekeeper. That's a fair card. I respect you. I respect you, and I love you. God just knows that I need this one, brother. I'm sorry. Alright, just don't have a removal, sir. Do not have a removal. Well, I'm glad I didn't take the land, because we were drawing lands for days. Legitimately, I think it's always Repurposer. I think it's always Repurposer. He already knows we have this. It gives us another token, and now that I know I have the mana to play this without using tokens, I could potentially end up with 5 total tokens. Okay. That is respectable. Sure, that's respectable. Do you use your energy? No, you play Philia, okay. Non-flash Philia. Well, that's really scary. Holy shit, that's broken. That's literally insane. Holy shit. I think I have to block one of these. I think I'm forced to. It's not a green. It's the fact he can just target my guy, which really cucks us. Am I ever just playing this and then using the Eldrazi's immediately? Okay, so the reason I'm doing this is because if he doesn't have a removal here, and he Philias to remove the Rhino, and he puts the Kite on the Rhino, which would be the good thing to do here, I can then use the Gift of the Viper to make it reach, to be able to block his Philia regardless. Which he may legitimately do. Okay, that's absurd. That's so vile. But this is our only out. I have to do this. If he goes remove the Proud Pack Rhino, and I go Gift of the Viper on his Philia, not attacking with Philia? I have to do this here because then I'm going to have 2 reach. I have to do this because I don't have confirmed 2 green. I needed a removal so bad. You're kidding me. Okay, so he Philias, removes my Writhing Chrysalis, or he removes my Repurposer. I have guaranteed 2 reach creatures, so assuming he doesn't do anything, I think this is legit. Assuming he does not have an interaction. I need to put one of my guys on the field. The issue is, if he resets my Writhing Chrysalis, I don't get the tokens back, and the tokens seem somewhat important here. I'm going to hold the Oozewag in hand, because number 1, I don't want to use all of my tokens, because then my Writhing Chrysalis will just get Philia'd. And number 2, we might win the game specifically by holding Trample in hand. Please do not have another removal. You've had too much removal this game, buddy. You need to take a timeout. Just give me a good pass here. Stop in a blue. That's scary. Don't do that. No. Stop. The brother is setting up the kite. That's scary as fuck. He's going to put the kite on the Philia and attack, probably resetting my Eldrazi Repurposer. I block it with my Writhing Chrysalis. Assuming he doesn't have a piece of interaction. If he does, we might be cooked. Man, Philia is an absurd card. Sure. Okay. Resetting that guy. Interesting. What could he have? He could have the thing that makes something 1/1. Okay. I'm Gucci with that. I still keep my shield token, and now he doesn't have a Philia. So my Writhing Chrysalis cannot be currently answered. Oh, that's so sus. You kidding me? Bro, why did you not do that first? What if you drew into something that you wanted to play instead? Bro, do not allow me to lose to this guy because he literally just threw the game so hard. There was absolutely no reason for him to do that. He must just think he can just put 5 creatures on the board and kill me. Okay, that is a good card. That's a really good card, actually. This is a lot of life here. I can gain a lot of life here if he doesn't have a removal. I'm back at 15. That was okay. I could have fully pumped the Chrysalis, but I wanted to keep some tokens. If he has a Scurry of Gremlins, he just has it. No, he has an affinity for artifacts, okay? Okay. Okay, that's great. Oh my gosh, that's so great. Holy shit, that's insane. Holy shit, that was insane. Oh my gosh, let's go. 5-0, baby. One more win. Dude, double Writhing Chrysalis for the W, baby. Let's go. One more to go. Yes, sir. On the way to completing my dreams. Wait, what is happening? What is happening? I'm scared. Okay, I just gotta take it into the shop. They're just trying to scam me. One final win. I'll be right back. My friends just got here. All right, boys. Final game. Let's do it. The raid box is here. The 250 doubloons are on the line. Can we pull this one out? Obviously, I had to pull up with the Cobra Tate mug. By the power of Andrew Tate, who crowned me as a top G, I will secure this W and the Modern Horizon 3 box for the channel. All right. May the scurry of gremlins and writhing chrysalis be with me, brother. Thank you, Father, for everything you've done since the last time I prayed. In your holy name, Father, I pray that we open. I pray that we draw the writhing chrysalis and the scurry of gremlins at the correct time that allows us to execute the game plan and win the match. In your holy name, Father, we pray. Amen. All right, let me put the Bible right here so we roll with the Bible on the dash. I roll with the Bible on the dash, baby. Let's go. Opponent is going first. I have technically 3 lands. I have a green and a white. I have a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a 4-drop. This seems playable. Unfortunately, this hand is a lot better going first, but I think this is okay. Hopefully, we draw a land for turn so I can keep this. Opponent is taking a mulligan. Great. We love to see it. We love to see a good mulligan this time of year. Final raid boss. Let's go, baby. Not done yet. Underestimated 3.0. Opponent starts with the tap lane. We draw a land. Yes, sir, Ski, brother. Yes, sir, Ski. We're going to be able to keep this. That's what we like to see, brother. We're going to be able to crack this to go get a green. I am locked in. 5-0, baby. Let's go. This is for all the schmeckles. Okay, he starts with a Hex Gold Slit. That's kind of scary. I will crack my fetch at the appropriate time. I will go get a green mana. Okay. Draw. We get a Colossal Dread Mask, which is not the best, but it's also not terrible because we're in a good situation right now. I'm going to drop down the Basking Brute Scale here. Most likely he pays for the first strike and gets in for 2. Will he pay the 2? He pays the 2. I'm going to allow it to go through. When you pay the 2, I allow it to go through, brother. Another Triome, that's scary. Maybe I just Rhino and go shield counter on this. Okay. Okay. Well, he didn't play anything on the field, which is good for us. He does not have access to first strike. I don't think I want to play this right now. I think this is just too high impact. By putting a shield counter on this, even if he has energy production, I'm still going to be able to block that. Do I get in for the 2? Getting in for the 2 means that if he has a exile effect for this and this is tapped, he will raise to a 4/3, which seems really bad for us. So I don't think I attack. I think I play it passive here. There's also a high chance that he has some kind of trick because he is floating 2 mana unless his hand was just really bad. Plains, Mountain, Island. So he's playing a Jeskai energy deck. So it looks like he must have some really good energy cards in order to splash, because typically in these more aggressive decks, you would prefer not to splash. But good thing we do have this. This gives us a little bit reinsurance here. I would like to top deck a land. That'd be really beneficial. If we do not draw a land, I probably go Strength of the Harvest tapped, and then I guess throw out this to use the most amount of mana. Okay, Unstable Amulet, so he's now generated enough energy to be able to first strike. That is scary. He's going to remove the energy. He's going to get a Plains. Okay. Not attacking, but we don't end up getting a land here, which really sucks. I think I just want to do what uses the most mana here. This is a modification. Play this. Do I start attacking? Maybe just get in with my 2/2. I could threaten with a 3, but I think the shield counter is too impactful here. The shield counter gives us a higher chance to actually block his big guy. If his deck is really low to the ground and runs out of gas, we'll probably be able to pull this one out. If it's not, it's going to be really suspect. We do not currently have a red mana, which means the Writhing Chrysalis nor the Scurry of Gremlins, our best 2 cards in the deck, are not live, but we do have other plays in our hands currently. We can play Temperamental Oozewag, which uses all 4 of our mana. Would not be a bad play. He's a little bit behind, so I think we have an opportunity to capitalize on right now. Although his Unstable Amulet is really scary. Okay, he's a Charge Bug. That's terrible for us. But that's when that guy attacks, not when anyone attacks. Does he have an Exile here? Pays the 2. Pays the 2, I guess I have to let it go through. Okay, we get a land here. It is a red land, so if we access Writhing Chrysalis, we are Gucci. How important is it for us to get a red land here? And how important is it for us to upgrade that? If I leave open that to get a red, I probably start building up my Envoy. I'm willing to do this. Now, if he removes the Oozewag, I at least have a 3/4. Okay, he's just going to pass. That's really good for us. I mean, I can just play this, start getting it in the air, which is decent. So I can use 4 mana this turn. probably best to get that on the field. Oh, wait, I could have targeted this and paid the mana. That was actually really bad. Holy shit, I'm ass. I need to be able to access a red here. Okay. I'm gonna need to scurry to Gremlins this guy. I need to draw a land here. Why is he responding? That was scary. This is so high stress. What are you doing during your end phase? Sir, what are you doing during the end phase? You have no attacks. You are already at the end phase. There's really no good reason to do something during your end phase. You want to do it during my end phase. What's happening? Okay, we draw a land. That's great. That is perfect, because now we can do that. I have no idea how that didn't initiate that guy's timer. You would assume it would initiate his timer. The guy took like 2 minutes on that. In fact, he actually gained a timer. I don't think I'm lagging. My internet speed is good. Maybe this guy's internet is malfunctioning? He doesn't have an Aether Spike. He does not have it. If you have an Aether Spike, you should automatically use it. That's the reality of the situation. I don't think I ever just hold the Dread Mask and see, like, to play around his Aether Spike. If he has it, he has it. This is too high reward. This is too high reward because if he can't out the flyer, I'm then doing a 2-turn clock on him through his reform. And he can't just out the Dread Mask. Potentially, I have a potential lethal out here on the ground if I draw like a Scurry of Gremlins because my Oozwag does give everything trample. Hopefully he doesn't have an Exile and Enchantment. He does not have that. Okay. He gets 3 energy. He uses his Amulet most likely. Land, land, land. Oh my gosh, that's scary. He literally just top decked an actual flyer. He passes. We draw this. Okay. Okay, I can work with that. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Kind of. It's not really that good right now. I might just put this on the ground because I don't have a land. This costs 5 to equip. I'm just going to put him on a 2-turn clock. This guy is now modified, so I will gain 8 off this interaction. Okay. Do I want to pump this? Potentially. What does he gain by attacking here? Really nothing. He generates 1 energy by attacking, which I don't really care about his energy. Yeah, he's gaining 2 energy next turn anyway. The additional attack may legitimately come up because my Ooze does create trample on my other guys. He's going to have to play his flyer, which means he has 3 to play with. He taps his amulet. If he has like an Expel the Unworthy, then I am gaining 8 life, which is still decent. And then I could reattach. Plane cycling, okay. Interesting he would get rid of that. This isn't an equipment, so he could remove it with that. That seems really weird. If I draw a way to lock down his guy, it's game here. I think it's also game if I draw Scurry of Gremlins, which could be really good. Oh my gosh, that's vile. Holy shit, that's vile. Holy shit, that was absurd. Why do you fire that off last, bro? You should have fired that off before. Oh my gosh. Wait. Wait, is this just insane? That's an artifact. I kill that. I mean, he just has to block that, right? That might just be better. Putting the 1/1 up here accelerates the clock slightly. This does have trample. Either way, it's not changing the clock. If I attack with that and I attack with this, am I okay with that? If he just blocks with this, that's 3, but he gets a 3/3. Yeah, I think I just do this. I might just save this legitimately. I think I want both modules here. Well, what if I just kill that and that? Okay, that seemed fair because he could have an interaction that doesn't allow me to do that during his turn. He is playing blue and has a way to create a lot of energy, so I think that was fair. If I attack with everyone next turn and use my adapts, is that game? I guess he's going to use his amulet. How much damage is this? So this is 6, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and he has 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, but that's Death Touch. Does that just push it through for game? I think it might. I think this legitimately might just push us through for game, right? This would make him a modified. I just have to push through 2 trample damage here. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I can make someone who is unmodified trample. This is 3 to pay? Okay. Currently, he doesn't have enough blocks to block 2 of my people. So my air attack is getting in. I don't think this is really high risk to just do this. I think we just go for everyone. Assuming he doesn't have an instant. He hasn't had an instant yet. He has no lifelink. My Oozwag is giving people trample, which pushes through damage. I lose to Flare of Fortitude here, I think. Do we have it? You have to take risks here. You have to take risks to win, and I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit, baby. This is my time. This is why they call me the best of all time, baby. Boats come and go, and boats stay afloat, and that's why I'm the best of all time. Let's go, baby. Yes, sirski, brother. I had fun. Fuck yeah, I had fun. Talk about it, baby. 1 and done. 6-0 with the crap shot deck. You saw it here first. Mr. Beats by Ash, 1,000 bands, takes down the Arena Direct sealed Modern Horizons. Let's fucking go, boys. Your boy just took down the Arena Direct sealed Modern Horizons 3. We're getting the play booster box, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir, ski brother. You already know what it is. Mr. Beats by Ash. Mr. Beats by Ash 1,000 bands. The top G. Does it again. Shout out my boy Cobra Tate. Let's go. Man, that was sweaty, man. But it was all worth in the end. Let's go. I have claimed this token, which denotes that I am eligible to receive a physical Modern Horizons 3 play booster box. You gotta love to see it. It only took 2 tries. Well, I have done it again. I have done it again. Mr. Beats by Ash claims the plunder. I have done it again. Mr. Beats by Ash claims the plunder. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys enjoyed this sealed format. Hope you guys enjoyed the games. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, if it's not the goo, it's got to go. Peace. Have a good day, everybody. That was straight up stressful. We got it, boys. We literally did it. I'm usually not that good, but I popped off for the community, for the culture, and lastly, for the box. Now, I've got some UFC to watch because there's some people in my house, so hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you guys next time